Today we're going to perform the routine maintenance on the Predator 9000 generator from Harbor Freight. Many generators are going to be just the same in your routine maintenance. Today I'm going to change the oil, change the spark plug, and check the air filter. If you want to depend on your generator, it's very important to do some routine maintenance. So let's get started. Before I change the oil, I like to warm the oil up just a little bit. So what I'll do is start the generator, run it for about 1 minute, and get it just a little bit warm. We're going to remove the dipstick to make the oil drain a little better. Now before you do that, if it's dirty around it, you'll want to get a rag and wipe around it. Your oil drain plug is right here. This is a 12 millimeter, so we'll take it off. And remember, if your oil is hot, you're going to want to use a glove. Here I was able to use a container from the kitchen. If you've got a paint roller pan or something like that, that'll come in handy. If you don't have that, you can use your regular oil pan, but you'll have to lift this up on blocks. So we're going to let this drain. All right, you can tilt it just a little bit, get a little bit of that oil out. Okay, now that your oil is finished draining, we're going to put the bolt back in. It's just finger tight. Next, I'll remove the oil pan, the drain pan. And then I'll tighten. And then wipe it off so you can tell if there's any leaks. Now that your bolt is back in, by the way, you don't want to over tighten that bolt. You want to get a funnel, and we're ready to fill. This generator takes 10W30 for generic use. We are in the South, so that's what we're going to use. Now, if you're headed into winter, especially up north in this generator, under 32 degrees, the manual recommends that you use 5W30, but for this, we're using 10W30. And according to the manual, this generator takes 1.16 quarts of oil. You want to be careful not to overfill it. On this generator, you do not thread the dipstick when you're just checking the oil level. It's really hard to see, but the oil level is just right about there, which is pretty close to where the manual says it should be. So it's time to put the dipstick back in, and this time I'll thread it in. Now it's time to remove the air filter and check it. You'll take this tab off and this tab off. You'll want to make sure you wipe everything out, and if it's real dirty, you'll need to wash it in the sink with some mild soap and warm water. Now, when you get ready to put it back in, make sure it is perfectly dry. You don't want to put anything wet back in there. This one is really pretty clean. Hadn't been long since I've cleaned it. So I'll just put it back together. This particular model has 2 pieces of foam for the filter. And we'll put this back with the top latch, and then you'll want to put the bottom latch on. Make sure both of these latches catch. Make sure it's sealed when you put it back on. The next thing I'll do is change the spark plug. The spark plug is right here. Next, I'll remove the boot. Next, we'll remove the spark plug with this little tool. This tool came with a generator, but a spark plug wrench would probably be a lot easier. If it's your first time taking it out, it may be a little bit tight. You might have to use a socket for this. I'm going to go ahead and change the spark plug out. Next, we're going to put our new spark plug in. When you get your new spark plug, also get a gap tester. You'll want to make sure that gap is just right where it says it's supposed to be in your manufacturer's manual. Now that we've got that correct, I'll put the spark plug in. Be very careful. You don't want to cross thread this spark plug. You definitely do not want to over tighten this. I usually go finger tight and then 1/2 to 3/4 of a turn with the wrench. Make sure this boot is clean and put that boot back on. Okay, now that we've got all that done, let's make sure it starts. Make sure the fuel is on. If you found this information useful, hit the like button and please subscribe. Now this generator is ready to go for the next emergency. Thanks for watching.